I wasn't supposed to be there that night, but something felt wrong. She said it was a business trip, but when I followed her, I realized I was never the only one in her life. My name is Daniel, and for most of my life, I believed that trust was the foundation of everything, especially marriage. For 7 years, I built my entire world around one person, my wife, Emily. She wasn't just my partner, she was my best friend. At least, that's what I thought. We had a quiet life, no drama, no major fights, the kind of relationship people look at and say, they're perfect together. And maybe we were, or maybe I just didn't see what was right in front of me. It started with small changes, things that didn't seem important at first. Emily became more private. She started spending more time on her phone, smiling at messages she wouldn't show me. If I walked into the room suddenly, she'd lock her screen. At night, she'd turn away slightly when texting. Work stuff, she'd say casually, and I believed her. Because when you love someone, you don't look for reasons to doubt them. You look for reasons to trust them. But trust can make you blind. One evening, she walked into the kitchen while I was making dinner. "I have to go on a business trip," she said. I didn't even turn around at first. "Okay, when?" "Tomorrow morning, just for 2 days." That made me pause. "Tomorrow?" "Yeah, it's last minute. Something important came up." I nodded slowly. "Where to?" She mentioned a nearby city. Nothing unusual, nothing suspicious. But something didn't feel right. I couldn't explain it. There was no proof, no real reason, just a feeling. And sometimes that's enough. The next morning she left early. She kissed me goodbye like always. "I'll call you later," she said. I watched her walk out the door, and for the first time in 7 years, I felt uncertain. The house felt empty after she left. Too quiet, too still. I tried to distract myself with work, but I couldn't focus. My mind kept going back to the same thought. What if something's wrong? Around noon, I made a decision I never thought I'd make. I grabbed my keys and drove to the hotel she told me about. I walked into the lobby trying to stay calm. "Hi, I'm looking for a reservation under Emily." The receptionist typed for a few seconds, then looked up. "I'm sorry, we don't have anyone by that name." I felt my stomach drop. "Are you sure?" "Yes, sir." That was it. That was the moment everything started to fall apart. I walked outside and immediately called her. She answered quickly. "Hey, I'm in a meeting right now. Can I call you later?" A meeting? At a hotel she wasn't even staying at. "Yeah, sure," I said quietly. I hung up and just stood there, trying to process what was happening. Because deep down, I already knew. That evening she texted me, "Going out for dinner with clients." I stared at that message for a long time. Then I replied, "Okay, have fun." But I wasn't going to sit at home, not anymore. I tracked the location she had shared earlier, and I went there. I waited. Minutes passed. Then, I saw her. She stepped out of a car, and for a second, I didn't recognize her. She looked different, more dressed up than usual, like she was trying to impress someone. And then, he appeared. A man walked toward her with confidence, no hesitation, no awkwardness, like this was normal. He pulled her into a hug, and she didn't pull away. In fact, she leaned into it. That was the moment my heart cracked. But I stayed where I was, watching. They walked into a restaurant together. I followed, keeping my distance. From outside, I could see them through the glass. They were laughing, comfortable, happy. She reached across the table and held his hand. Not casually, not accidentally, intentionally, like it belonged there. Everything inside me went numb. 7 years of trust, and this is what it led to. But I didn't go in. I didn't confront her, because I wanted the truth, all of it. So I took out my phone and I recorded everything. Photos, videos, proof, not just for me, but for what came next. That night I went home alone. The silence felt unbearable. For the first time, I picked up her phone. The password hadn't changed. And what I found was worse than anything I imagined. Messages going back months, pictures, plans, jokes, memories they shared together, while I was still in the picture, while she was still coming home to me every night, telling me she loved me. 3 months. That's how long it had been going on. 3 months of lies, 3 months of betrayal. I didn't cry, I didn't yell. I just sat there, staring at the screen, until something inside me changed. Something cold, something final. The next day she came back home, like nothing had happened. She smiled, hugged me. "I missed you." I smiled back. "I missed you too." And in that moment, I knew it was over. But she didn't. Over the next few days, I collected everything. Every message, every image, every detail. And then, I made sure the truth reached everyone. Her parents, her workplace, and him, his wife. All of it, sent at the same time. No warning, no explanation. Just the truth. Then I packed my things, and I left. My phone kept ringing. Her name kept flashing, but I didn't answer. Hours later, a message came through. "Please, talk to me. It's not what you think." I looked at it for a long time. Then I replied with one sentence. "I saw everything." After that, nothing. The next day, everything collapsed. Her job, her reputation, her relationship, gone. And me? I finally understood something I wish I had learned earlier. Trust is powerful, but blind trust can destroy you. Because sometimes the person you trust the most is the one hiding the biggest lie.